Hi guys, how are we all doing? I'm the Great Gardener. Welcome to the channel if you're new here. If you're a returning viewer, thanks very much for your ongoing support. So today I'm going to talk about all the things that I've learned in my first year of gardening. So we're into January 2022. I started in April 21. So I've gone through a full season and we're partway through the winter, and I've learned so much. So I know there's a lot of guys who watch this who either are just in the same position as me, who's just got into gardening, or who are thinking about getting into gardening. So this might be a bit more applicable to you guys. If you've been gardening for years, it just might be interesting to just be nosy and see how another person has got on in his first year. So I've got a little list here. I've been thinking long and hard about it, and there's some things on here that going forward next year I'll really try to implement and change, and hopefully it will make for a better year. So the first one, and I've just done a video on this, is don't be soft. So in terms of favours, your pricing, discounts, it's a funny one, discounts, because I don't always do them, but sometimes you feel that it's applicable. So that's very much a case by case basis, and it's up to you. The pricing when you first start, it's unknown, and you grow into it, you get more confident, and your pricing will probably work itself out, after you've done like a number of jobs and stuff. But I'm not going to be soft, and I think one of the points is, like probably most of you guys, I like to be chatty and friendly, and especially when people are chatty back. I sort of went in with the mindset of, if you're nice to people, you'll get referrals, and you get more work, which I'm sure is the case. But what I found is you cross over that line, sort of where you become a bit too friendly. Like, you've got to sort of remember that you're giving a service, and like offering a service. And I find personally, with a few people that I've really like talked to, and if they're there, like a lot of customers aren't there, but when you keep talking to them and they get familiar with you, you feel like you have to maybe give them a bit of discount because you pally with them, and that's not right. That's, you shouldn't really have to do that. And I'm really going to try next year just to be a bit more sort of, not massively so, but a bit more kind of, I don't know what you call it, reserved, or step back a little bit, and be a bit more business-like, I guess, without being like obnoxious or abrupt or anything like that. There's a fine line, I think. So that's the first one. So second one is, buy the best equipment that you can within your budget. Try and stretch the budget if possible, because I'm going to be getting a new mower. My mower isn't the best, although it hasn't broke down. It's totally give us a full season of cutting, so I can't complain there. It's just maybe a bit slow and a bit small, and obviously a new mower would be beneficial. So yeah, that's a straightforward one. I'm not going to dwell on that one. Not everyone is nice. Again, I've done a couple of videos about a couple of customers. Not everyone's nice, obviously. You guys know that, don't you? I knew that really, but I just thought I'd include it here because, yeah, some people are just you're better off not doing their gardens, put it that way. It's hard work, which I knew it was going to be anyway. It's physical, so I'm going to be more kind of streamlined and picky with my jobs. I don't want to be weeding borders, for hours on end. It doesn't get you much money. It's not the best job. I want to try and be a bit more picky so I can be more efficient with my time. I think that's what everyone's aiming for, really. So I'm going to be a little bit picky with my jobs for next year. So the next one is time. So do as many jobs on your terms as you can, time-wise. So what I mean by that is, try and get it so this is regular customers, that is, where you can just rock up anytime you want. You probably give a rough, a day, but you might just say, let's say the morning or afternoon, or you might not even say that. In other words, try and get people to leave gates open for you and things like that, so you can just turn up. They don't have to be around it. Obviously it's beneficial to them, and it just gives you much more flexibility. And if you get a rainy day, you don't have to mess about ringing. You might want to drop a text if you've got you will have the number. You might just want to drop a little text. You don't have to. You can just turn up the day before. So try and get it like that, where it's nice and fluid and flexible, and I've found that works a hell of a lot better than obviously when you're restricted to times. It tends to be, not to label them like, but the older generation who want to be there or don't want to let you in and that kind of thing. So I've got a few of them, but that's everyone's probably going to have a few of them, but you just obviously work around that. So yeah, so time wise, do it on your terms. So don't forget to upsell, and this is one that I've been guilty of. I haven't really done it much at all. So in terms of your compost, maybe your fertilizers, your lawn treatments, if the customer hasn't mentioned it, you might want to say, do you want this, do you want that? And I guess it's all little £5-10 here and there, all mounting up, and over the course of the year you'll see a bit of a difference there. So upsell, and that's something I've definitely got to work on. Drinks, sun cream, little, what would you call it, survival kit type of thing, towel. Don't forget them, make sure you've got them every day, especially on the hot days. What I like to do is freeze me drink the night before, so I'll make it in like a big plastic bottle, whatever I'm having, put it in the freezer, so the next day, this is obviously during the summer, it just melts nicely enough for you to keep drinking it, and it's icy cold. There's been some days where like I've been still out at like 3-4 o'clock and it's been like a little bit of ice in the middle and it's been absolutely freezing. It's lovely. So that's what I do, and I'm gonna obviously continue to do that and try not to forget everything, or anything rather. I'm going to do a little video on that, like my kind of survival kit to get through the day type of thing, so stay tuned for that. Yeah, I've touched on this. My last one is I need a better mower. Simple as that. And I think those of you who watch my channel will totally agree with us. Let us know what you think. Would you add anything to that? Like those of you who have just started, like what have you found difficult, or what have you thought that you're going to do more of, or new next year, or whatever. I'll be curious to read through the comments, because I learned so much from everyone. I keep saying it, but I do. I'll leave it there, guys. Thanks for watching. Take care. See you later.